Welcome back to our show, Politics in Young People of this Generation. If you want to follow us into our number 0722 19 63 44. Mr. Dennis,
yes.
As we continue now with our discussion this afternoon, how can we encourage young people to participate, of course, in elections that are coming 2027? Yes.
First thing is that every person who has hit the age of 18 years old, it's supposed to be your duty actually to ensure you register as a voter in Kenya.
Yes.
Once you do that, it gives you a voice. Sadly, the kind of systemic structure that we have only gives every citizen,
yes,
in every 5 years, you're only given one opportunity to talk.
Yes.
In regards to where you want your life to be, where you want your area to be in terms of development, the policies and structure that you want, you're only given one chance, and it's through your vote. So I'd like to encourage every young person, by the time you hit the age of 14, as you take your ID, the next step should be the IEBC offices, so that you get to you get to have your voting card ready. The reason why I'm saying this is because if at this moment we wanted to have a president who's 35 years old.
35 years old.
As a maximum.
Yes.
As per our constitution, because the youth bracket covers from 18 to 35.
Yes.
So we can even get a president who's 30 years old. And it's very possible. Because as per the statistics in the last election, the age gap between 18 to 35 years in terms of registered voters was 64%. 64%. As per our constitution equally,
yes,
we only need 50% plus one vote.
One vote.
To get a leader elected.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? If we want to have a president, a governor, a senator, a woman rep, an MCA, hata mzee wa kijiji mwenye ni a youth, it's very possible.
Very possible.
Because we have the numbers. And politics, it's a game of numbers. Now, actually, that should be a caution to us as young people. We get to know. Si kila saa kushinda tukilalamika kwa TikTok na Instagram. That doesn't help.
Yes.
Yet we get the chance and opportunity every 5 years to decide who our leaders are going to be. Okay? Like right now, there's already on IG and TikTok, there's a push. Watu wanasema Eric Omondi should vie for governor, should vie for president.
Yes.
Because this guy has been doing way more than the government is doing.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And where there is a will, there is a way. Sasa kwa mnafikiria tu ni sarakasi hivi, but this guy is making more impact than the entire government.
Yes.
So I like to urge our young people.
Yes.
Involve yourself in the electoral process.
Yes.
Of voting and also vying.
Yes.
Some of these seats for the capable ones. Yes.
But there are these young people who are saying that we are not being involved. We are not being involved, of course, in making decisions. Where most of the presidents, like now I mentioned who was just appointing the old guys, like Sam Ogeri. They are saying that most of them, they are not being involved. Now, how can young people be involved, of course, in making decisions in our country?
First of all, I believe, sadly, our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, is the biggest reason behind the government that we have right now. And also behind the failure of Mount Kenya leadership.
Yes.
He had a very good opportunity to nurture young people into leadership, into politics, into state departmental offices, into parastatal offices.
Yes.
He had the opportunity to do that.
Yes.
But did he do that? Uhuru himself, he was pulled into politics when he was very young. He didn't even realize what politics was. Uhuru was just a very spoiled kid, for the lack of a better word. But the likes of Akina Mishuki, they pulled this young man, of course, for their own interest, but because also they believed in the capacity and capability that he had. And he failed us terribly. Dakika ya mwisho ndio alitoka kutuambia But you see, as a father in your own home,
Yeah.
you don't just sit back and relax.
Yes.
And you see thieves coming into your homestead.
Yes.
You have your wife there and your kids.
Yes.
And the best you can tell them is Moretema.
Yes.
You know? You act upon.
Yes.
You take initiative.
Yes. As a reader.
As a leader.
Mm.
So personally, and that is my personal view, and I'm accountable to it,
Yes.
Uhuru is the biggest failure behind even the regime that we have right now.
Yes.
He knew the people who are,
Yes.
he knew the people who are there,
Yes.
and he could have come up with a strategy
Mm.
and a model,
Yes.
and instead of calling Sagana 1, 2, 3, and 4,
Yeah.
okay, he had the state house. He could have just called young people
Yes.
and have a proper structure
Yes.
and organize people and bring even intel and proper leadership.
Yes.
And train young people into leadership.
Mentally.
Mentor young people into leadership. Yes.
Now, Mr. Dennis Prince, right now you are the one manager Murera, and still Mount Kenya, Kenya Youth Organization coordinator.
Yeah.
I think that's a big position,
It is.
very big position. But I was asking myself, when we were vying for these positions, were there some discrimination? Because I think KYO and Joseph Chuchu, even I think still he is the president.
No, he's not.
He is not.
He's not.
What happened there?
He failed us
Yes.
terribly.
Yes.
Right from Bomas of Kenya.
Yes. I remember the day.
On 1st December.
Yes.
During the national inauguration of Kenya Youth Organization.
Yes. As you answer that, now which kind of discrimination do you pass through? Because I think there are some people who are of course there are some discrimination that you normally go through.
Yeah.
Now, as you answer that, explain to us.
Okay. Currently, the interim president of KYO is Waridi.
Yes. Yes.
And that was after Joseph Chuchu,
Yes.
out of his corrupt deals, he was dropped down as the president of KYO.
Yes.
So currently, Waridi is the interim president.
Yes.
And it's very sad that we have to see such young people getting involved in very scrupulous deals. The CS Ababu Namoma, CS Youth,
Yes.
Gender and Sports,
Yes.
during the inauguration,
Yes.
aliacha lunch,
Yes.
2 million.
Yes.
Nikaenda na upepo.
Yeah.
Joseph Chuchu also has a better story on what happened to that money.
Yes.
That was a very small token for lunch for all the young leaders who are at Bomas of Kenya.
Yes.
But moving on from that, we are trying to structure KYO in a manner that we can have ideal leadership,
Yes.
well-structured organs. There are positions currently that have been announced, and like to urge young people
Yes.
to apply for those positions.
Yes.
Because we want to have ministerial positions in KYO
KYO.
to represent all the different organs,
Yes.
be it finance, be it sports, be it media. Like we want to have different distinct ministries.
Yes.
There are actually 13 of them, and each ministerial is supposed to have, I think, 20 individuals working under those ministerials. We want to make sure that we've come up with a very ideological structure that will ensure proper coordination right from top, the CEO, through the presidency, through the national team, down even to ward levels. Okay?
Yeah.
We want ward levels to have their own budgets and they can run their own structures and shows. We want sub-county and county levels to have their own structures,
Yes.
from their own budgets to their own structures of operations, basically.
Yes.
And going now to your question, some of the discrimination is when you find and it comes just from party politics. When you want to vie for a certain seat and you want a certain party to give you that ticket, you're discriminated basically from your financial status. If you're a young person but you have a thick pocket, they can well accommodate you.
Yes.
But you're sidelined from your financial status and also even from your age. We had the likes of Bahati, who was buying in Madari.
Sure.
As a member of parliament.
Yeah.
But aliambiwa wewe kijana mdogo wewe kaa hapo hivi tutakupanga namna hii namna hii.
Sure.
And that has been the game.
Yeah.
Through the political parties.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
But I believe in every trial, it poses an opportunity for you to be brilliant enough to overcome. Because like for me, I vied, I came second, close, very close, both in the UDA nominations that were very shambolic through to the national election. But I didn't stop from there. After that, now I vied for KYO as a ward manager.
Yeah.
Came in as a ward manager. Now I've found way all the way to the top.
Yes.
And it's because of the skills and what I bring on the table, the intellectual capacity that I'm bringing to the organization. That's why the CEO saw it better to bring me closer up so that we can organize. We've been doing launches.
Yeah.
We went to Kakamega this weekend. We're in Kisumu and then Busia. Okay? Because we are trying to come up with a very well coordinated national outfit of young people. Such that when we speak in one voice. From Mandera down to the border to the Namanga border.
Yes.
To the west in the Busia border to Mombasa, Lamu, we are well represented.
Yes.
And we want to come up with a structure where as a young people, as the youth, we won't be split anymore.
Yes.
We'll be very well organized and speak in one voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Dennis Prince, right now there are many youth forums and they're increasing day by day. We have the KYO, we have the Kenya Youth Federation, we have International Youth Fellowship, we have Kenya Youth Forum. And I'm wondering, why are these forums increasing day by day? Is it that young people, they want to penetrate to the politics behind the scene? Because right now we have over 12 youth forums in our country. And most of these forums, they are saying, oh, it is not a political forum, oh, it is not, oh, somebody might say this forum was created by Charlie Ruto, somebody, you see? Now, why are they increasing day by day?
That should tell you
Yes.
that it's about time.
Yes.
It's a time ticking bomb.
Yes.
This should basically tell you that the young people of the Republic of Kenya
Yes.
have woken up.
Yes.
And they have realized that even though we are limited, and when it comes to maybe political affiliations,
Yes.
people get dished back.
Yes.
Now we are formulating our own structure and we'll find our way through. Okay? That should tell you that it's about time. Okay?
Yes.
It's about time that the young people come with all these formulations. They are okay. And eventually, probably, there'll be a merger of all these formations whereby you can get to speak with one voice.
Sure.
That is the whole agenda behind it.
Sure.
But the key communication that is coming out is that the young people of the Republic of Kenya are not asleep.
Yes.
And we are up on our feet and we'll do whatever it takes to make sure that we've penetrated through all the corridors.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Until we make sure we have a voice that speaks for the young people. As we speak right now, the greatest menace is not even the floods that we're having right now.
Yes.
It's unemployment. And unemployment is probably killing more people than the floods are.
Sure, sure.
Young people every day are committing suicide. You find someone has done their certificate, diploma, degree, master's, PhD, but they're jobless. What do? Young people are frustrated like nobody's business. And when it gets to time and the frustrations hits the ceiling, it's either we jump forth and commit suicide, or we break through the ceiling. And that is what KY is doing right now.
Yes.
We're just trying to break through the ceiling until we make sure our voice is heard and we have proper representation. in all organs of government.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You have just mentioned the one being discriminated, and you have also mentioned Bahati. Now we have this young man called Samson Dede Nyoro. Dede Nyoro in 2022 politics, he really volunteered and he was campaigning for the president, and young people were still waiting for Dede Nyoro to be given the position of the cabinet secretary. But actually, by the end of that, he was not given the position. Now, where do you expect the future of these young people to be some years to come? Because you see, even after working hard like Dede Nyoro and others, you see, there are still some discrimination. Where do you see the future of young people? And mostly, of course, 10 years to come, 5 years to come, mostly in politics. Yes.
Well, from some very acute outsourced information.
Yes.
It was Dede Nyoro's decision.
Yes.
Not to go to get a CS position.
Yes.
He was already offered.
So,
and that was a very smart move by them.
Yeah.
Because as a young person,
because there are young people who are saying that Ruto want to mentor the young man before he quits. That's 2032. But still, there are other young people who are saying, no, you were supposed to be given the position. They don't understand whether I said you don't want to have the position.
People need to understand politics.
Yes.
Anytime you're given an appointed seat,
yes,
you are as an equal as an employee.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's better to have an elected seat
than being appointed.
That might seem inferior
okay,
than an appointed seat. Okay?
Yes.
The reason why I'm telling you, we have the likes of Moses Kudi.
Yes.
He was vying for governor Kiambu County. He didn't make it. He got the CSO. Trade. After some time,
public service.
Yes. Do you think that was a promotion or a demotion?
Demotion.
Question for another day. You'll answer me another day.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
It was better that way that Dede Nyoro still remained as an MP of Kiharu, and he's now the Budget and Appropriation Committee chair. He can serve the nation better in that position, other than a CS. Mind you, as a CS, as for our constitution right now, you're not supposed to politic.
Yes.
And for you, if you are ambitious in Kenya and you want to vie for a bigger seat, especially when you have capacity, people look forward to diminish you. Okay?
Yeah.
Dede Nyoro is better today as an MP than a CS. Because as a CS, you are only given duties and you're well manned by your peers.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And your duty is more administrative, okay, than political. So Dede Nyoro right now as an MP, he can go to whichever political rally that he wants.
Yes.
And politic. He still has his CDF to run his constituency, and he's still the chair of Budget and Appropriation Committee.
Yeah.
Right now, he stands even a better and bigger chance to amuse Kenyans, to prove that he is indeed worth more than the MP seat. And Kenyans are not foolish. So how to say wajinga? People are looking, people are observing, and it's getting to a time whereby we don't care where someone is from. We only look at your capability and what you're doing for the people of the Republic of Kenya.
And I think some months ago, I think you have heard most of the senators from Kenya region. They have started campaigning for Dede Nyoro.
Not really campaigning.
Yes.
Because we are not yet in the campaign era.
Yes.
But supporting his bid.
Yes, a bid.
For future presidents.
Yes.
And it gets to the time where the ground speaks. Sijui kama ulikuwa unasikia nini ground inasemaje? Ground inaongea.
Yes.
Because people are observant and people are looking at the leaders who are performing,
Yes.
regardless of political party affiliation.
Yes.
People are more keen on who is doing what.
Yes.
And whatever Ndinde has been doing in Kiharo is remarkable.
Yes.
And kudos.
Wonderful job.
Kudos also to the leaders in Murang'a County, from the governor down to the MCAs and even MPs within that region. They're doing a remarkable job compared to what we have here in Kiambu County.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Now, because now you are a reader, now. How can you ensure that the voiceless young people, because wengine wanasema sauti yetu haisikiki, as a reader, how will you ensure that the voiceless of young people is being heard? Of course, by the government. From top, from the president, down to the MCA. Right now we are talking the Vihiga County, Kilifi County, Mombasa County. Young people, they have dropped letters, application letters. Others are saying they want a certain job. Others are saying they want to vie for the Uda grassroots directions, which are going right now. Now, how will we ensure as a reader of this region and the entire Mount Kenya region to ensure that the voiceless of young people are being heard to our readers?
That is very simple.
Yes.
There is something that I've come up with, and very soon you're going to see it.
Yes.
And I'll, from now henceforth, be known as Sauti ya Vijana. I might probably even ditch my names.
Yes.
Because it's about time. We've tried to speak to some of these leaders directly, but they don't want to listen. And we are coming up with a handle over all social media handles. Sauti ya Vijana.
Yes.
And we'll be speaking irrevocably, speaking coherently,
Yes.
speaking skirmishly,
Yeah.
of every initiative that should be taken by the youth.
The youth.
And you'll hear us, and they will hear us. Because it has gotten a time where the youth no longer have a voice.
Sure.
The young people are only used during the political campaign period, and after that you are ditched.
Yes.
Okay? Where did the hustler fund go? Do you hear about it anymore?
No.
It was meant for who? The hustlers. Ambao ni nani? Vijana. Sindio?
Yeah.
Mama mboga na vijana kaput. Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll be speaking and we'll speak until we heard. Okay?
Yes.
So, and kindly, whoever gets to come across that handle, Sauti ya Vijana, subscribe, share your comments, and we'll reach them to the highest office that we can. We'll find our way, and we are finding our way.
Yes.
Last week I was in KBC, still trying to emulate and speak out this voice of the youth, and we'll go all around to all media stations.
Yes.
Tuhakikishe kwamba sauti ya kijana
Imesikika.
Ndio.
Now, Mr. Dennis, which programs right now, kama mheshimiwa, which programs have you come up with which will make that our young people are benefiting? And of course, in politics, you see, which programs have you come up with to ensure that young people, there are these people who are fearing to involve themselves in politics? Which programs have you come up with?
Under KYO, we are coming up with great initiatives.
Yes.
And platforms and opportunities where young people, right from the grassroots levels, within wards, sub-county, county, and even national level, where young people can be heard.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
That is first and foremost. We're also bringing up in come August, as the coordinator within Mount Kenya region.
Yes.
There is an initiative that we are launching.
Yes.
Whereby it's a business innovation summit.
Yes.
This summit will bring on board all young people.
Yes. Yes.
And I would like to encourage every young person to subscribe to this.
Yes.
The event will be held somewhere in an institution within Mount Kenya region,
Yes.
whereby we'll host thousands of young people. We'll also bring on board companies, institutions, learning institutions, that is the bank, the circles, all that, factories.
Yes.
In Ruiru and Thika region, we have the industrial sector.
Yes.
We'll bring on board all these people.
Yes.
The media, okay?
Yes.
And even other NGOs, non-governmental, and we'll also pool the leaders that we have, the political leaders that we have, who are subscribing to what we are saying,
Yes.
who are subscribing to the youth story, and we'll bring all these people on board.
Yes.
The key agenda, employment, that will be the key agenda. We want to link all the young people who are in universities and colleges, and those who have left, those who have graduated.
Yes.
We want to link them to their employers, all the companies that are around, the DevKey, the Royal Media Services, the KTN, the Superform, all the industries. And we also like to pull all the influencers to come on board so that we can air these out if vijana wote. And the key agenda there will be linking young people to opportunities.
Yes.
Business, because we'll also have investors. We'll have innovations, young people who are well innovating and they've come up with innovative ideas. Subscribe to that, and the links will come up so that you get opportunities. And you are pulling even international investors. Okay? So that is coming in August. Second of all, currently right now, I'm really urging young people, join yourself as groups. Register under CBOs. CBOs are community-based organizations.
Yeah.
Register as CBOs. Once you do that, if you're in Kiambu County, come to me. We are working closely with the women rep, Kiambu County, Wamurala, to ensure that young people get funding. There is what is called National Government Affirmative Fund.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
We are working on that to make sure that these groups get funding to start up projects and ndio vijana waweze kujiajiri.
Yes.
There's also, this now is personally for me on the side, there is an initiative that we are bringing up under climate change.
Yes.
In September, October there,
Yes.
we'll be doing the biggest tree planting activity
Yes.
within Mount Kenya region.
I can see my director is telling me the time is not good. But there is this, we have their group of youths who are called the insiders. And I can see Dennis Itubi is telling me that there are many groups of youths. We have the insiders, disengaged. These are youth that they feel that they are being excluded by the government. We still have disgruntled. These are the angry youths with the government. We still have the disenfranchised youths. These are the female youths who feel like they are not comfortable with politics. Now, Mr. Prince Dennis, how can you encourage such people? They feel they want to vie for these seats. Other they feel I'm not in the right position. Other they feel I don't have money. How can you encourage such young people? Yes.
No, if you're feeling you're not comfortable within a space, don't go there.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Just remain behind.
Just remain behind.
Yes.
Stay where you're comfortable.
Yes.
Okay? But for those young people who, and young ladies and men, who are feeling this is it, they have the calling, and they want to go ahead and venture and get into politics, just shoot in. Just jump in, okay? You'll find your way in the ocean.
Yes.
How to swim, okay?
Yes.
But if you remain on the edge at the shows where you're comfortable sunbasking, there's no place for you. There's no future for you. But for every young person who's ambitious enough, who has the courage, you just dive in. You'll find your way uko mbele. Unajua? The future is not for the weak ones.
Yeah.
It's for the bold ones who dive in and put in every effort they can emerge. Of course, try to seek for support from wherever, be it financial, be it psychological, but just dive in. You'll find your way to come back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, where do you feel all 5 years to come, 10 years to come, 30 years to come? Where do you see where the youth will be?
The youth,
According to the move that
the youth of Kenya have a very brilliant opportunity.
yes,
But the head, the backbone, and the tail
yes,
lies with them.
yes.
Young people have to decide. As I've said, right from making sure they vote
Yes.
or they participate in the electoral process, which is voting, that comes every 5 years.
Yes.
They do that first.
Yes.
Also, young people come together. Unity is strength.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Prince Dennis. Now, where do you wish to find yourself 5 years to come, 10 years to come? Because I think very soon you will start vying for the governor in Kiambu County, and of course, president. Yes.
Ultimately, in my political career,
Yes.
is to go all the way to president.
Yes.
But Roger Tsembe, the future is in God's hands.
Yes.
For us, what is important is what we're doing right now,
Yes.
and trying to make sure that we shape structures, proper structures that will ensure, even come 20, 50 years from now,
Yes.
the structures that will lay for young people,
Yes.
they will be eminent,
Yes.
and they'll be followed properly,
Yes.
to ensure that we give our young people a good platform and a good
Yes.
opportunity
Yes.
for the future.
Yes.
In regard to what personally I'll do,
Yes.
there is so much.
Yes.
You just keep watch.
Yes.
Tutaona mahali tutakuwa.
That's wonderful, Mr. Dennis. Now tell us where you can find you in WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube. Where can you find you?
Oh, okay. We have handles for Instagram, Twitter,
Yes. Yes.
for the Prince Foundation.
Yes.
So that you can get to see what we are doing there
Yes.
under the Prince Foundation.
Yes.
There's a lot of works that we're doing for
Yes.
charity.
Yes.
There's a home in Gatondo's house,
Yes.
kwa Jiji Kagombe,
Yes.
na Moses Kuria,
Yes.
na Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
There's a home, a charity home that we are building there, come July 14th.
Yes.
And we're doing that under Charity Warriors. I'm
Yes.
one of the founders. My handles, Prince Dennis,
Yes.
on IG, TikTok, kila mahali tuko. So whoever wants, you can follow us there so that you can get to see what it is that we are doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis, and I hope, of course, next month, next year, anytime from now, we are going to invite you so that you can discuss more and more about politics in our country, in our counties, and of course, in Africa. And also, our viewers, continue tuning in. And of course, this week, time like this, we shall meet a place like this. I'm your host, EM Karis, News TV.